feel like you can. That's why he was trying to get to it with Tank, and his ass ended up on his knee.
Bro, if I was 140, Tank would have got knocked out, and Tank knows that. You know how scared he looked in his eyes when I hit him in the second round? I swear, I never seen somebody more scared in my life. He was, what did he do? He looked at me and said, he was running, like he was terrified. And you know what he said? He goes, if I drop you like Luke Campbell, I'm going to go after your ass. He dropped me and he didn't take a step forward. Why is that? Think about it.
So, yeah, I know that was Ryan Garcia during the zone face-off with Devin Haney for their matchup April 20th. Devin stated that, he been saying this, but Devin said this in the face-off that Ryan Garcia quit. He quit against Gervonta Davis when they fought. Tank hit him with a left to the body, delayed reaction, went down on one knee. He could have got up and beat the count, but he chose to bow out because of the pain. A lot of us never got hit to the body. We may not ever understand. Well, some people have never. I've got hit to the body. I can tell you, I know that shit ain't no joke. It's debilitating. But in boxing, that is frowned upon. That's looked at as, you a quitter. When you could have got up and still beat the count. Because he did stand up. He even said it himself in the interview that he jumped up after he got hit. Because they were talking about each other's chins and all of that. And Ryan was like, well, every time I got knocked down, I got right back up. Okay, so then why'd you ain't have to quit then? If you got right back up, you should never quit the fight. You should have kept fighting. But what he said that was very interesting is he tried to put the blame on him being drained as to why he quit. And I said this a while ago. I said, before they fought, I said, Ryan takes this deal and this rehydration clause. He loses. That's going to be the excuse that he going to use that he lost. But at the same time, bro, like you decided, you knew what was at risk. You know you wasn't going to be 100% by getting, allowing yourself to be drained. You should never took the deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real. That's how I see it. I mean, if it was going to be so much of a problem, if you cared so much about your performance, you would have never took no deal like that. Fucking with your weight, so you can't come in, at your full advantage. Tank will have the advantage over you. And he used to say, his mouth was blistered. He had blisters in his mouth and all this other shit. But bro, that's what you signed up for. So he also says that Tank, he would have knocked Tank out if they were at 140 pounds. He would have knocked out Tank Davis. Said Tank was scared of him in the ring. He said Tank was afraid to get hit. Is he capping? Is he lying? Is there any truth to that? One thing I will say is it might be a lot of myth tied up in that, but I think it's a little bit of truth tied up in that too, because my thing is this, man. If you got to put a rehydration clause on somebody, you are worried about their power. I mean, you're worried about how hard they're going to hit you. That's the way I see it. If you're not worried about somebody's punching power or if they're going to knock you out or anything like that, you wouldn't need to put a weight clause on somebody. It's just my thing, But him saying Tank was afraid, I don't know. Like, I mean, nobody want to get hit, but I mean that might be a little too far fetched. But I'll say this though, I told y'all, look at how Tank handles power punches. When you see how he fights power punches, it's totally different than when he fight like a Leo Santa Cruz or like a Hector Garcia. He rarely backpedaled on the foot against any of those dudes. And the minute he felt like he walked them down, then that's what he did. He felt their power, and then he didn't want it no more. I mean, he was gonna take over and just get him out of there. But when it came to like a Rolly, you saw how he fought against Rolly. Even Ryan, he fought more cautious, more evasive. And even with Isaac Cruz, he broke his hand. Bruh, before he broke his hand wasn't broke when he got into that fight. Before he broke his hand, Tank was fighting very elusive. And obviously, when he broke his hand on Isaac's head, he had to fight more elusive. But we could give him that one. You know what I'm saying? We'll give him a pass with the Isaac Cruz fight. But Rolando Romero and Ryan Garcia, those are two fights that I could come up with right off the bat when it comes to two dudes that hit hard. He even admitted to people that Rolly hit hard as shit. You know, he had to fight more elusive, more on the back foot. You know, he wasn't as he didn't stalk Rolly because he knew Rolly had that heat. So there might be some truth to what Ryan Garcia is saying. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, shit, he still, you know, he stopped you to the body and you did quit, you know, so that's just my thing. But at the same time, yeah, Tank, when it comes to power punches and dudes that he know got power or bigger than him, he will try to drain him or anything. He fights much different against him. That's just my take, man. So what y'all think about Ryan Garcia saying? Let me know what you think about what he said about Tank Davis being scared of him and he would have KO'd and knocked him out if they fought at 140 pounds and he wasn't drained. It's your boy Rebel Light Boxing. Drop them comments and hit that like and all that other good stuff. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. I'm off this.